Surveying the damage, we're going to hear from the owner of a local car lot after some of his inventory was set on fire after Sunday's protests.
I am dispatching thousands and thousands of heavily armed soldiers, military
Look at that
personnel,
crazy bastard. He
and
look
law
evil.
enforcement officers.
Prejudiced
The
evil
president's
bastard.
reaction, the overwhelming force Mr. Trump wants to use on those rioting during the protest over the death of George Floyd.
This is NBC 15 today.
This morning we're tracking a tropical depression. NBC 15 meteorologist Kyle Hansen has the Gulf Coast certified most accurate forecast by Weather Rate. And Kyle, that blob behind you seems to keep growing this morning.
Yeah, it does. We are seeing some, at least, strengthening in the thunderstorm activity over the Yucatan Peninsula. That is the eastern side of this Tropical Depression 3, the center of it, over the Bay of Campeche, the very eastern side of that. And this is slowly making its way to the west. Notice winds.
I am Jake Locksmith Service, FT.Walton Beach, Florida, USA. Today is June 2nd, 2020. Making another YouTube video. Like my videos, share my videos, and I do the same for you all. Subscribe to my channel. I can't breathe. 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 I can't breathe.
Well, currently 77 and 73 in Mobile and 71 in Grove Hill. So it's a warmer start to
you on air and online. Reporting live in Mobile.
Never back down. Never back down, people. Fight for your rights. Fight for your rights. Fight for your rights.
In stark contrast to other video we've been showing,
Never back down.
In Portland, Oregon, over the death of George Floyd have remained peaceful. Take a look at this. Thousands gathering in the downtown area Monday night, carrying signs and chanting. The group gathered at Pioneer Courthouse Square there. They then marched through downtown streets Monday night. The protest was in stark contrast to previous nights when dozens looted and vandalized Portland businesses. George Floyd's death has officially been ruled a homicide by the medical examiner in Hennepin County, Minnesota. The report stating Floyd
Yeah,
died
they
from
killed him. They know they killed.
cardiopulmonary
Look at that.
arrest
Look at
while
them
he was
evil
restrained by
bastards.
law enforcement officers. The Floyd family privately commissioned its own autopsy. The results released Monday after the official report. And that autopsy stated Floyd was dead by the time EMTs arrived. Another night of protests continued across the nation over Floyd's death. In St. Paul, Minnesota, a group gathered outside the governor's mansion. More than 60 arrested demonstrating outside the state capitol in St. Paul. In Atlanta, protesters marched through the King Center near the MLK Jr. National Historic Park. And in Washington, D.C., police fired tear gas into crowds of protesters near the White House. Our sister station, WJLA, also caught this video of police
Look at that. Look at that.
Look
Look at that evil bastard.
photographer who was simply there, look at that, to cover the arrests for the protests as well. Here in Mobile, police are still looking into multiple acts of vandalism after Sunday's protests, including a fire at Persinger's Automotive on Airport Boulevard. When Dan Persinger got to his lot Monday morning, he found several cars had been set on fire. He feels officers responded appropriately during each situation they encountered as the protest unfolded on Sunday.
Our protocols are really to bring in the resources we need for the activities that we're observing. And so what you saw early on was nothing more than a peaceful protest march, which we had no problems with.
Both officials and protesters feel like their messages were heard because, for the most part, it was peaceful. Around the country, the president saying he'll do it if governors and local leaders can't get violent protests under control. He used Washington as an example Monday when speaking to reporters.
What happened in the city last night was a
Look
total
at that
disgrace.
evil, stupid-looking bastard. You will not go to heaven. You will go to hell.
Heavily armed soldiers.
You can hold that Bible in your hand all you want to. God is not a fool. You can't fool
To
God.
stop the rioting, looting, vandalism, assaults, and the wanton destruction of property.
NBC 15 News will continue to follow the latest developments in the death of George Floyd. For all of our previous coverage, visit our website, mynbc15.com.
Now, in the NBC 15 News Quad
At
Box.
6:37,
Never back down. 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 I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Never back down. Fight for your right. Fight for your rights, people. Fight for your right. Fight for your right.
The aquarium at the Dauphin Island Sea Lab is reopening today after being closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And at the lower right, Mobile City Council set to vote today on contracts to replace 20,000 street lights across the city with the installation of new LED lighting. There's another big topic going before the Mobile City Council this morning. It's absentee voting.
Like my videos, share my videos, subscribe to my channel. I do the same for you all. Fight for your right, people. Never back down. 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 Never back down.
Excuse like illness